What up, y'all? T-Skip here, and welcome back to the channel. So in World of Warcraft, there is a ridiculous amount of quests that you can do while playing the game. In this video, I want to focus on 5 that are either funny or fun, or maybe a little bit of both, that you can do when, I don't know, whenever you're bored and just want to have a good time playing the game. I'll also be having 2 bonus quests. That will be one that'll be strictly to the Alliance side, and another one that'll strictly be to the Horde side. So there'll be a total of 7 quests all together in here. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so to start off the list, we are starting with The Day Deathwing Came. So this quest can be found in the Badlands at 2662 and can be picked up by Theldrum the Lost. Just a quick side note for any of these, and if you're over leveled, just come up here to your map or wherever and right click it and scroll down to right here where it says trivial quests. So if you over level it, it might not show you the icon, but if you click this, you'll at least be able to see the icon. Alright, so with this quest, The Day Deathwing Came, it's actually a really funny one. It's kind of short, but it's really cool. It's basically, I'm not going to show any of the quests on any of these, but I'll give you just kind of a rough idea what it is. Deathwing comes, and each of these 3 characters have their own story to tell of what happened when Deathwing came. And not to say they're very much over exaggerated. So this one is one I highly recommend if you have some free time or you're in the Badlands. Just swing by, knock it out, and have yourself a good smile and laugh. Alright, so that's number 1 on the list. Move on to the next one. The next quest chain on the list will be Peacebloom vs. Ghouls. So if you ever played the game Plants vs. Zombies, this is basically a shout out to them. Blizzard put it in the game, and honestly, it's a really fun and awesome one. And you get this one by coming and talking to this NPC right here, Braza, in Hillsbard Foothills at 3349. And once you go through the quest chain, you'll actually be able to get this battle pet. I hate to say it, after the D4 event, the voice animation for singing Sunflower got nerfed because people were spamming it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them. I thought it was hilarious. I laughed so much during that event. But I'll show you, it's this guy. And just a funny side note, before it got nerfed, druids used to be able to get into flight form and constantly go up, down, like hit the ground and go up, and it would constantly spawn singing Sunflower. So she would always be like, sunflower. Like, it was awesome. I don't know, just wanted to mention that in there. But anyways, yeah, this is one I highly recommend. Come out here and do, especially if you ever played Plants vs. Zombies, and if you like to get this battle pet. This is actually a really cool battle pet. She sings, says Sunflower when it come out, little animations like that. Anyways, this is that's that one on the list. Let's move on to another one. Next quest on the list is A Wee Bit of Cloth. This one can be found at 2969 in Silithus. So as you can see, there's an outhouse out here in Silithus, and Angus Stormbrew needs a little bit of cloth. So if you come out here and do the quest line, if you get joy out of that kind of humor, this one I think you'll find pretty funny. I won't spoil anything of it for you, but yeah, this one is right out here, super easy to find. Just come on over here and sell this. So that's that one. Now let's move on to the next one. Next quest on the list is the Postmasters quest. So this one I've actually mentioned before in a previous video of helpful toys in the game, but that was just for the toy. I never actually talked about the quest chain associated with it. It's actually a very good one. It's got you delivering mail and carrying mail everywhere, and there's one part of the quest that you'll end up getting something very special that everybody knows in the game, and something happens to it. It's pretty funny. So I really wanted to mention that one. Plus, it's a really fun quest. You'll enjoy it. And I also wanted to say a few things that are associated with it. So obviously the one that I talked about, the toy that comes with it is right here, the Katie stamp whistle. So if you blow it, it'll call her out, and that'll give you your mailbox for 3 hours. The other thing you can get is for part of the achievement with it is where you at? It's this guy right here, Mel Mental. And it doesn't really show it. I'll have to summon him, and you'll see in his hand he is holding a letter. So that's that battle pet. And the other thing you can get that I do not have is the Postmasters title. So once you do the quest chain, it'll eventually open up the room, the mail room, where all the mail goes. And there's a little mini game that you can go there anytime you want. And it's actually pretty tough. I've tried doing it plenty of times, but it's basically they'll throw out a name and you gotta click and show where it's associated with on Azeroth. So if you're really good at knowing the places and continents and all that stuff in WoW, you'll be excellent at it. But other than that, the quest chain itself is very fun. I enjoyed it. I did it a couple times on different alts just because I had fun doing it, and it is one I recommend. It is, I'm sorry I didn't even mention it, it's called Lost Mail. You actually can get it 2 different ways. One is in front of the mailboxes out in Dalaran, the Broken Isles. You'll just look underneath and there'll be a letter sitting there. Once you click it, that'll start the quest chain. The other way is in the auction house. So just go to your auction house and type in Lost Mail. It shouldn't be too high, because once you complete the quest, you won't be able, it'll give you one that you can resell. So you won't be able to pick it up again. So like even if it was up and I completed the quest chain, I won't see it. So at least you have that, and that's the best way I'd say to do it, is check the mailboxes, see if you find any, and if not, just go to your auction house and see it, because I'm pretty sure it's not even that much. But anyways, that's that quest. We got one more to talk about before we jump into the 2 bonus ones. For the last quest on this list that can be done by either faction will be It's Goat Time Baby. So this one comes from, we're back around into the Badlands at 6438, and it comes from Garyan Fleasbop. So you have to do one little quest before you get the It's Goat Time Baby, but it's not hard at all. You just go pick up a rod or something and then come back. The reason this one's funny is it's about goats, and honestly, you just need to help her nudge some goats off some cliffs. That's all it is. Just nudge some off, and just trust me, go do it. You'll have some fun. You'll have some laughs. But that one wraps up this one of the 5 that are for both factions. Now we're going to move on to the bonus ones that are specific to each alliance or horde. For our first bonus quest on the list, it is going to be for the Alliance side, and it is going to be the Ballad of Maximillian. So this one starts off in Ungoro Crater at 3051, and basically you'll find this NPC right here, Maximillian of Northshire. So when you do this quest, it's only for Alliance, and it's really funny banter. So when you do it, just make sure you read and all that, everything he's saying. Basically, you're going to do the quest and you're going to be his squire. So think of it that way, and just go out there, have a good time running around, and just know you're his squire. It's a really, really fun quest. And on a side note, if you are a paladin and you do this quest chain, for whatever reason, if you want, you can always go back to your Legion order hall, and you can, after doing this quest chain, you can get him as a follower for the Legion area, and he's one of the ones that you can call out. So he'll still be calling you his squire while you know, doing Broken Isle stuff. So this one is a really fun one, and I really highly recommend it. if you just want some funny banter. So that is the Alliance one. Now let's move on to the Horde one. And now for our Horde quest and our final quest. It will be called Welcome to the Machine. So this one is located in Hillsbard Foothills at 2963. And basically you're looking for this NPC right here, Executioner Darthaliliak, whatever. And once you click her, you'll do the Welcome to the Machine. Basically, it's going to turn you into an NPC. So we saw something like this during the, whatever it was called, the Crummy Time thing, little daily quest. But this one is specifically for the Horde, and it's pretty funny. One thing to keep in mind is make sure you read the text and pay attention to the names of the people coming up taking the quest from you. So you'll get to the top of this horse, and then NPCs are going to come to you. So it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I laughed. So it's one I recommend for the Horde side. So that wraps up the funny and fun quests for WoW. Let's jump on into the outro. So that wraps up this video of funny and fun quests in WoW. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully I showed you a couple that you might not have known. One I definitely recommend go checking out is the Day Deathwing Came. I really enjoy that one. That one is probably my favorite of all of them. Yeah, it's just so goofy. There's so many in WoW. Let me know if you have a favorite. Let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure to go check it out and see how it is. And also let other people know about the other funny quests in WoW. Like I said, there's so many in WoW, and there's plenty of other funny ones, and this is just a very small list. So anyways, I hope y'all did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a like and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll see y'all. Peace.